and West Nile sub-regions. And remember that these are the regions that Jacob Lokoli Olanya was leading as vice chairman of the National Resistance Movement at the Central Executive Committee. Now, joining us here is the district chairperson for Noya, Mr. Chikomeko. But I'll ask Chiro to do the interview with the district chairperson of Noya, Mr. Chikomeko here. Welcome.
Thank you so much. And Uganda, kama watie Moro districts down by the late speaker Jacob Olanya kama ke nena kuberiana waberu ni watiki kachoke madit maka choke ni wabiberu ki mon kome mapapa kachel ki speakers magi aro ki districts piara der ya chel mano yunku malame Uganda I region melao region me acholi kachel ki region me West Nile yen gibi beru kan ki war madit kaneno ni gen mene gineno kirmano ot moko chik madit kuneno tian der no karoni gineno ni kichwalo kom la to duwar bien en kom la to no beru la dir mamegi karmano en futbol now gena biti me kan igang pa la to ke nena ngewa ineno ot ma en no chaka yubune futputum bat gera kilega madit wangiyo ni bitum so gena biti medical kaka eneni tiene ena ye kachoke ni eneni gen gibi lego lega manora ye ka lok me kerature wila to biti me inge enuni wabi beru bana kilega kibi kwanyo kome kidwaka chen ya juri primary school kama ke neno lega madir bi beru kono yuti enuni ka don kibi kwanyo bana kome kidwaka chen gankan ka don dik yek bi beru dire mono gena ye biti me tim ni eneni kaka eneni chunwa yom total kiri beru ati kumo lo Uganda unge mabe ni chunwa yom total ni tim ni eneni lo ba mi ni wako wera watikan ma wero ka in fudi ko nyo tie kedwa ka winyu wanyo ka neno wa TV wajolo yen total program yen po yan po beru yo total dano wa kita lobo ma pat go bieno kan ka neno ni wajero dire ka yir ka chel wa note ka chel wa ko chwal won wa chwal mien wa chwal dano pa dano mono the late speaker Jacob Olanya ka dire neno ne be o ki wa bi po dano ko wen bat piko bere nene wati kan ki la dit LC Beach la dit chairman me Noya district mono la dit Raj Emmanuel la dit ajolo yen ki vena meta fo yen pe beru kan I ko diko ni yeneni amiro kon I wachi wa wiye keta yeneti ka winyune ke retin yeneni
katamo ana fo to twal man an nya Raj Emmanuel won koma beach menwa district local government yanto bene atela chu pia choli sub region e dul pajama kilona goda benatie lopok ngech madit on interim basis pe actually joint leaders forum to negola yom chwin to kwano luma to kwano wedliech to omaiwa wadong nono kon nene dano chara ka dugu kono cheng wana beru ke gen liel lo lanya no beru dano padano liel po lanya no beru la tera u beru la mech u beru ngata par pi lwake u beru ngata par pi ripe u beru ngata chung pi achuli chung pi Uganda. He was a patriotic leader. He was developmental. Liel lo lanya lumo wa chung dong pere ora chulu chako mol wa dong nono wiye ama chelo wira chuli wang ma ano ma na wa logo ma gekki o berna chalo duwe rio kigimona ngech ma waju ire kona duo foch no me kato me beru speaker ki come in parliament me Uganda ana waje ni wano bi lego bene pere en to yopala chuch pol karpe me kwa let la mera pen pay bi dugi lobo kita wan wati kwere ni yup palo ba pe me kwa mere en to wan ngo keru tibo mege kaber me kuch e chingla chuech alego per mutime enini kita la ditino beru dana ma ribu dano Uganda dana ma ribu dana ya choli to rimero ripwa pe doctor ke kentin kan ento ripwa kare duchu machalo jomai northern Uganda kiri Uganda long we eno peyoto twal etwa uno
la dir won kom tie me kumu katel ki tie me choy twin total anyole me Uganda duju pian ke neno to kita la dit won kom wajo kere to beru gen malet total ento walego ni wan no duju wen miara wo beru katel walego pila word wa ken ka wek dire ka obino wo bichwa luon wa we rotiere ikaberu mela benara now la dit won kom amire wache wa ko ngo ma dada ene ubiberu katime kan kudiko ni nyoy di chengi olu na nga gi matikan
kar ana foi to la mera nera matin wano nero machalo actually sub region lao sub region ki West Nile sub region nimero o miero wa bed pin e kachoke makiloni regional emergency joint council meeting e yubman wan wabi berpin odwo woro bor migiwa wonwa la tela ma mekwa maono yuek ci ben wa beru waneno gina ngo ma miero ke tim ubed ma chalo ngon pini popa la dit ma mo eni man bi beri mok ma ma chalo local government where be beri ken jim mo magi bikero mana tamne there should be an annual memorial lecture in his memory every year. Among some of the things, he was so passionate about Guacoloteno Kitch. Guacoloteno ma kongi ma di dong pere na dong ngata kongi pere. Then he was paying for so many Luteno, and I think we will adopt katimagi katekwere nekatwere. There should be a trust fund me konyo en Luteno ma en bera konyo ne. Ke mirna no tie lokum odjad ma terata ma tamane odjad mela logi should be upgraded to a hospital level now in his memory. Then to your money ma kermoroto en bi logo e ma terata no meta ke yuporo ke liye lam man bi ber ken jema wan bi beru wa mogo kan ento jema pol bi beru tie ma wa bi katekwere ma pat mai nerona tamani council bi beru pen ki bi moko ne ka twere gura chel administration yuna chel mero bere nying en la ditti mok mokene ma tamaki bi katekwere ene ka twere chel no mege nyo portrait o mero beri council chel in each district ci jema pol wono bi ngene kay nendo wano tiro council meeting ma mo matini
la dira na foi
yo matie kan watie ki district per dek chel Milao actually ki West Nile sub region mai kengi watie ki district chairpersons ki executive meggi watie ki the speaker ki deputies ma meggi ben watie ki clerks to council from the various districts and then that forms the constitution of our team here today. Cows bene gubiano tikenwa atamana foyo
la dir won kom wa Orach Emmanuel mono la dir won kom ma beach la dir Orach Emmanuel biti makija ka Kenya won kom ma beach pinoya districts ena yo aka lokedwa ma en kubere ne ma wa logo ni watie dikal kaka ni palato kama kachoke ma dir abiberiye now gina biti me ena ye en biti aro kalok ka chel ki la wara ma waberu kere kaka eneni la det jagenda semakula ana la det jagenda in ko wiñu ni
Thank you. It's just amazing. I try to follow the conversation, and of course, you gave us a very good glimpse of what is happening here, and of course, you detailed to us the different districts that make the sub-regions here that are here, and of course, the conversation from the chairman of Nwoya here, the ladit that we had. He also, of course, told us what is going to happen and what they think should be done in memory of Jacob Lokoliolanya. He talked about a hospital in his name and a trust fund and quite a number of things for who the man Jacob Olanya was. But very importantly now, joining us here is Mr. Awany. Mr. Awany is the chairman of Kole district, and of course he's also the vice chairperson of the Uganda Local Governments Association, an umbrella organization that brings all together local governments and the district, and all the district local governments in the country, and he's the vice chairperson for Northern Uganda. Mr. Awany, we're happy having you live on UBC TV this morning, and we will speak to you in English. Firstly, good morning.
Morning to you, my brother, and all the listeners out there.
Okay, thank you very much. You're from Kole, and Kole is a part of Lango sub-region. How many districts are you in that particular sub-region?
In Lango sub-region, we have 9 districts plus the created city.
Okay.
We now have 10. And then we have 9 districts in actually sub-region together with the city. And then we have the rest from West Nile. That is
about 11 or
12.
12.
The
Sarwa city,
West
of course.
Nile. Yeah, true.
Okay.
So...
very important now, as district chairperson, very importantly, take us through again. My comrade, my sister here, Achiro, I just talked to the chairperson of Nwoya, and in that particular language. What is going to happen here today, and what should the world of Uganda expect at the special sitting that is being convened right here in Omoro district?
Okay, my brother Jagenda, and then my sister Achiro. I first of all want to recognize that the local governments in Uganda benefit a lot from the activities of the Parliament of Uganda. And of course, a number of decisions taken at the Parliament directly infringe on the general activities of local governments. And as local governments, we are touched by the demise of the Speaker. And of course, as we talk, nationwide, local government leaders wanted to be part of this program. But because of distance and then also resources, as leadership, we have decided that we constitute a regional council for Northern Uganda. Considering the fact that late Honorable Jacob was a regional figure here. He was a member of Parliament serving the people of Omoro. He benefited again from the choice of the members of Parliament to be the Speaker of the Republic of Uganda. And again, the people of Northern Uganda trusted him to be a regional vice chairperson of National Resistance Movement, which is something which is not light. So as a regional figure, we thought it is important as local governments to stand together in solidarity with the rest of Ugandans to sit together and eulogize and enumerate the contribution of Honorable Jacob to the development of the region, but also the development of Uganda.
Okay. Very importantly, the other day on Tuesday, we had a special sitting of Parliament where members of Parliament sat for the entire day, and they had lots of motions and resolutions that they agreed to. Yesterday at Kololo, the Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Anita Mong, told the nation what they had agreed, or what they resolved as members of Parliament. One, she gave us a figure of 554 million Uganda shillings as money that came from Friends of Olanya into the Olanya Trust Education Trust Fund. We also had them pass a resolution for the 23rd of March every year, which is Olanya's birthday, for a memorial lecture in memory of Olanya. What are these likely things that you hope to agree on as the regional council now for the 31 districts that comprise the 3 regions? What are these things that you're looking at which may be different from what Parliament decided or to complement what Parliament did?
Okay, one, by coming together, we already in agreement with all the positive decisions that people are coming with.
Okay.
Actually, to recognize that even when we have lost the speaker, we can be in position to have him remain with us in terms of the various activities that can support and keep his legacy. So as local governments, one, we are coming together, and of course we've come with representation that will probably domesticate to each districts. That will domesticate the decisions which are taken in this regional council. And amongst them, there will be provisions for naming of roads.
Okay.
After the Speaker of Parliament, but then also will be in position to contribute in our various local governments to support. Of course, the trust fund is an idea, and the Chief Justice has given us hope that is going to steer and going to be on the lead, to be in position to make sure that the trust fund supports the vision that the late Right Honourable Speaker had. And so, as local government, we have arranged ourselves. We have sub-regional committees. West Nile sub-region sat as a team. They're coming up with their positions on what probably could be a contribution of the sub-region. Actually, sub-region as well sat down, and of course, we are yet to get what they have decided. And as long as sub-region, they also sat in their team, and we have those small settings. I am yet to aggregate together, and of course, it will be coming in the next episode, especially when the council begins. But we, as local government leaders, value the contribution of the late Right Honourable Speaker in governance, in the leadership of this country, but also in making sure that the services that are taken down to the local people where we represent is of quality, and I think this is where we stand. Even in terms of examples, you see, from within this community here, he has been a person who had support and he had contributions to churches, to schools, to institutions. So here we are, and we'll be in position to come out with what
finally, in just 1 minute, just paint a picture to us. What is going to happen here? What should the people expect to see happening here or this particular day? Who is championing, and let the people just know, because this is not another church service here. We know that there will be church service later in the afternoon. But for the world that is actually watching us, what should they expect to see tomorrow here at the home of the late?
In this council today, that the population out there should be in position to expect, one, people want to be in position to contribute ideas on how we can be in position to sustain the legacy that the late left behind. And then two, we'll also be in position to generate ideas on how else we can be in the position to use what the late Honourable Jacob left, that can unify the whole nation, that can unify the whole region, so that we remain a team that is not just remaining behind to play games. Jacob, in essence, has given us so many dimensions of life. And so I wouldn't want to have the voice of the people,
Okay.
but of course you will see contribution. I've told you I had domesticated this to sub-regional levels and they have generated the ideas.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I have not yet picked, but we expect that the team that is here will be in position to present views
Okay.
that will keep and sustain the legacy of the late Right Honorable Speaker.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Awany.
Thank you.
Mr. Awany is the chairman of Kole district. Kole is a part of Lango sub-region, and of course he's also the vice chairman of the Uganda Local Governments Association, Northern Uganda. Now that's the umbrella body that brings together all local governments in this particular country. Now here is where we are. Just told you the sun has already risen, and we just hope that it is going to be another very hot day, but we thank God for the weather where we are here in La Logi in Omoro district. Now Omoro is one of the districts that was carved out of the greater Agulu, and of course now making it a district that comprises or forms a part of what we call the Acholi sub-region, the 10 districts, including now the Gulu city. Many people used to say, and we just had them say, Omoro is a sub-county in Gulu, but Omoro is an independent district, and of course carved out of the bigger or the greater Gulu. But we all acknowledge that Gulu is the capital city of Acholi sub-region, and of course here is where we are in this village. Back to you, my sister Chiro.
Yes,
Jackie.
please. Yes, please. Thank you so very much, and amete ki moto dano weng magi winyu leblu ni tinene ni ubero ni ano mekumu watika mete ki kumu niu wakadiri wakano kom wonwa mano wamete bena ki lega ki bena alego anyuli me Uganda duju ki wilo bolong ni ubed kedwa chwin totwale family nyo jo ot palato warine o kilurem pegiti mabe totwal pien kita chale niang to ni ubino pe wan weng wangiyo ni ubito mera patika wachini pe tera ne mirenge dano to awene gina mirenge ena ni to ticha mo ken kita to ticha mo ken ne mira waberu wono kachil wati mujeme duju kachil kawere wajing chwin dano manoto gudu kikitene ki wero tinene ni umoro wati gang pa lato ma kay neno background kamano wati yeni naga nen kita chala wajo wati ki local government council meeting kaka eneni kama kay neno gubi beru ikachoke mamegi ma wajo me kama leng ni kachoke ene gibi neno ni gien mene gi waro kum lato kita chala lu member me parliament gutimu ichia rio kichia deke ke nge gibi bienu ka neno ngo ma gien chalo lu lodge manuti 11 me district giromo timone pian ka wipo bena lato no beru ngan ma ke yero en ma en no ti loyo wigen na ko wen i region me yunkumalo me Uganda now ka we region me yunkumalo me Uganda no tika waju region me West Nile and ke neno i West Nile districts makara paro ke o i sub region me Acholi wati bena ke districts makara boro ma kay cher bene la mono weng fudong sub region mati akwane manola dit ma en don ko no ruenyo ni loyo sub region me la bene no en loyo so en joni ene weng duli enini 11 me district ena tien go gora kan ma ko diko ni eneni gibi bedo ki kachoka gibi bedo ki kumugi gibi karature inge karature wo kibi kwanyo kom lato kibi chwalo ne i gangkwan ma choke dwa kan an geno bitime kunu ena ye lega bibedo manok ka lega bibedo manok kibi mete ki woro lato niyo wadiri kadong yirotime ki wero mena chunya yom tutwal ni ka wabi mete ki program amiata fo dano weng magutero TV mamegi UBC kachel ki ka itika winyo babene i radio mapat me UBC afo yen kuna jolo yen dong tin ni ke neno program me bibedo mapapat manok ke neno jagenda tika lo kile mono ana bi kilu kile blue dong atikila dit vice chairman kaka eneni ma ki region me West Nile la dit ana jolo yin ki bene afoyo yin ni unity kedwa i kudiko ni eneni i kachoke nyo i war ma megu ma indong nyo ki dul ma megu ubi neno ni war la to niyo wakadire dong wa yiro kome so Ajolo in.
Just before we bring in the chairman from Maracha, just help me understand what you've been telling the people.
Well, I've been telling people that we are so grateful, especially to see the district leaders all come through for this very occasion to pay their last respect to the late. And as they are here, before chairman told us that they are going to be meeting and they have their own plans at their own levels, and that I was appreciating them for, and also thanking the people of Uganda and the world at large. That thank you for supporting us and also supporting the family in prayers and also being there for them.
Did Mr. Chukomeko, Raj, the one who was here and of course he spoke for us in that language, did he say that all the councils are going to come with all their members, or their exclusive members that are supposed to come? Because if you bring councillors from 31 districts, I think you wouldn't have enough space and enough time for all of them to deliberate.
He stated that the speakers will come with their deputies and the clerks with their deputies as well, together with the LC 5 chairman, for all the 31 districts of the Greater North.
Those will be here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give the microphone to Mr. Obitre, Stephen from Maracha. Now, Maracha is from the other divide, which is the West
Nile.
Yeah, let's have the microphone with him, and he also talks to us about that. You're welcome, Mr. Obitre.
Thank you.
Stephen from Maracha. How did you receive the news of the passing on of Jacob Olanya as a leader and as a member of this particular region?
Yeah, we really received the message with very, very deep shock. As you know, when His Excellency the President broke the news, we really experienced a moment of darkness in the whole region, in the whole country, going by who the late was, a great leader, a great mentor, nationalist. It really hit us badly.
Okay, so apart from the region, the region, the Greater Northern region, where the late was a member of SEC, do you have anything special, like Maracha District Council, for example, that you would want to see away from the regional council, away from the decisions of the regional council, but as chairman of Maracha, what would you want to see and say, for the man Olanya that we all knew, this is what my district of Maracha will do?
Really, you know, the man, going by the late characters, he was really able to unite us as a region in a very, very little time. You know, we have in this region we have 3 sub-regions: Lango sub-region, Acholi, and West Nile. Before he rose to that rank, I think we were not seeing ourselves united together.
Okay.
When he came in, he took very, very short time to unite us together, going by his leadership skills and mention them. So now that is gone, we are really, really so touched. We wonder whether we shall really identify somebody who can be able to fit into his shoes. It is really a great loss. We have tried to look around as the West Nile sub-region. We are failing to see somebody who could really go into his shoes. But we are going to go down on our knees to pray to God really to really give us somebody to replace him in the region.
So Olanya has been a unifying factor.
Yes.
For the region.
For the region.
How big is your council, and what's the composition of your council in terms of political affiliation?
My council of Maracha, we are 40 in number.
Okay.
And out of the 40, 37 are NRM, and the remaining 3 are NRM leaning. So the entire council is NRM. We don't have opposition.
And is that a good council where there is no opposition, where you all decide the same thing? Is that a good council for development?
Yeah, we feel it's a good one. We feel it's a good one.
Okay.
Because that is people's choice.
Okay.
If they all chose to belong in one group, we have no option. We cannot really separate them.
Okay.
Yeah, the district is just predominantly movement.
Okay.
Though there are those few in opposition, whom we also welcome to give us ideas.
Okay.
Because if you are not checked, you cannot really take the right direction.
Okay.
We welcome them to check us, only that they could not make it in elective positions to join us in the council. But we are together with them. It doesn't mean that the districts not having opposition totally. They are there, but they could not make it to leadership positions in the council.
How many of your members did you come with over here?
I have come with about 7 members. I've come with 7 members. I'm here. My district vice chairman is here. My speaker is here. My members of DEC are here. I'm also joined by my RDC.
So do you have a memorandum of your district, the issues that you decided that you're going to present here, or you will think about them when...
We agreed on one memorandum. We were in touch with our team from sub-region. So we agreed that they shared the draft memorandum copy with us. We agreed that as a region, as northern region, we go by that memorandum. Yeah, we don't have separate memorandums.
Thank you so much, Mr. Your name again?
Obitra Stephen.
Obitra Stephen, the chairman of Maracha from Western region. Thank you so much for allowing to be with us here, and we just promise that we'll be with you for the whole session, for the whole day until tomorrow, when we let rest the giant, the gallant son of this country, Jacob Lokoli Olanya. We thank you so much.
Okay, thank you too.
Well, thank you very much, and of course we continue and carry on with our conversation just right here at Lalogi village in Omoro district, where we are. Omoro district here in Acholi sub-region. And of course, to you, my sister, let me talk to her. Yes, to you, my sister, Jackie.
Well,
you heard from the chairman, and of course, the memories that they have about Olanya. He's been a reconciler or reconciliator in a way, and I think they will miss him very greatly.
Indeed, and also just as I said before, that looking at the events that are unfolding right from when the late speaker was announced dead, I'm so very grateful, especially to the people of Uganda, for the solidarity that they are bringing through. And if you remember very well, the speeches right from last week, Jagenda, everyone who stands up to speak on the microphone preaches unity, which was the preaching of the late speaker. And that, to me alone, I take it as a very, very great achievement to all Ugandans, not just the people of northern Uganda, but to the whole world. Well, we think so. And you know, Jacob Olanya has been some game that maybe we majority of us did not know a little earlier that that is what he was until maybe recently and maybe up to his time of death. That's when the world has actually recognized that we had a very good leader, we had a very patriotic Ugandan nationalist, a man in Olanya. When you read things written about him and things said about him, and when you hear the voices of the other people, especially a man who understood cultures, because when you hear people talk about Olanya with the Acholi culture and Olanya with the Lango culture, he's one man that he could actually confuse you to know where he belongs, but to him is he tried to transcend beyond just belonging to a particular culture and maybe creed or religion, and he wanted to broaden himself to be nationalistic, and I think that's what we will forever remember about Jacob Olanya. Indeed, and also looking at that, Mr. Jagenda, just as I said before, that right from the 20th of March 2022, that was when he passed on, we have seen people come together, and that actually portrays who he was. And look at what is happening here. For as long as you're a good man, Mr. Jagenda, at the end of the day, you're going to bring out something good out of you. And much as you go, you leave a very powerful legacy that people actually can change the world with. And that is what I'm seeing.
Well, very important. To our viewers out there, we just want to let you know that we are in Lalogi village in Omoro district, and just right at the residence of the late Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Jacob Lokoli Olanya. And this is where Vigil was last night when the body was flown from Kololo to Lalogi here now. There is going to be special regional council here comprising of 31 districts from the 3 sub-regions. And of course, hereafter, there will be a church service at a Jury Primary School, not very far away from here. And a Jury is where there will be service later in the afternoon after this special sitting of the regional council where we've seen. But we have also set our eyes on some of the ministers arriving, especially from the region. We've seen the Minister for Primary Education, the Honorable Moriko Kaduchu. She is a member of parliament from Germany, and she is also the minister here. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. We'll talk to you later. We also had an opportunity to see the Honorable he also just joining us. Thank you so much, Mama. We'll talk to you. The Minister for Northern Uganda. Here she is, Grace Freedom Kweichwin, just right here. And you know, we seated in a compound, and many of them do not recognize and realize that we on set here. But here is where we are. Now, joining us is another member of the National Resistance Movement, and I think I will now let my sister Jackie talk to our guest on set. Good morning.
Morning. Yes, morning.
Well, good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And Ladit Chairman Wofoy Bino.
Afeomatek.
You know what?
I know very little Luo, but I speak Madi, I speak Lugbara. I am the chairman of Moyo District Local Government and also the chairman for West Nile Local Governments Association. Okay.
Could you please then express how you feel this morning in Lugbara specifically?
I would say in Madi.
Okay, in Madi.
Ma tidro West Nile ya ma Northern Uganda ya ma ba Uganda voa matema ba Jumane Moyo Obongi Yumbe karingbingi gama ditiere karabati trasi lazare turo ko machi ama ata ama drupi amamba Right Honorable Jacob Olonya egbe kama ilo fo dise yani yasi lazare turo ke driadro anyetro mori bari anyetro na lidene ingwejo padri yo adosileti opero bangadri obi bali dresi yo te adon ngole dre kita okpo bani tele re kole ro e woru ese Uganda drigare kole ba kombalo ana yo kanzo wako tangbingbi dozi etika bolo fore drabako ba yote vuru kole ba kemuralo bako mbavo bari turaga erikiriati na mori nenza alo mori yo.
Chairman, what are some of the issues that you're going to handle this morning in this specific meeting, and could you please explain that in Madi as well as we wrap up the interview?
Tarongoronga mani telede ariandro aloana ama larore tugore kwe ata Madi Right Honorable Jacob Olanyane ama larukwe ama Regional Council Northern Uganda rindudro erijore ama olobo Madri vozodri dral duone bele kare Madri gare idre ama va gameti orune ausini to rongorongo ama lele vozodri ani dolera voz yani dole korobati kaseleti yako ama tiro etandraga.
Thank you. Our default. Thank you so much. Well, dear viewers, here at Laloge Sub-County and in Omoro County, that is in Omoro District, is where we are this morning. And as it has been stated, we see the local district leaders here to pay their last respect to the fallen soldier, Dano Padano, that is in the local language. And as we move on, we are going to be...
Dano Padano means omuntu w'abantu. And etwani ketwani, I think is that also now, which also means the same. Yes, Dano Padano, omuntu w'abantu, etwani ketwani.
Can you also say it in Swahili?
Mutu wa watu, is that what you want to say?
Okay.
Mutu wa watu.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes, I'm catching up. You're still saying something.
Yeah. Well, I was still stating that as we are here, our dear listeners, please do not forget to keep up with us because we are going to be relaying everything that is going to be happening this morning and this very day here live on UBC TV as well as UBC radios. And my name is Jacqueline Achiro Rebecca, together with my brother Jagenda Semakula.
Okay, well, very important, and like you all notice, we are trying to see what happens hereafter, and the program that we have is about, of course, the special council meeting that is supposed to happen here today in Lalogi, Lalogi village, just right here. Now, where we are here, like we told you earlier on, is the home of the fallen, late Right Honorable Speaker Jacob Lokoli Olanya, and of course, here is where the special sitting is going to happen. But the fortunate bit about it and the good thing about it is we have been told that the different councils, of course, agreed on a particular memorandum, which I think will help not to waste a lot of time. But one of the things that they also think should also be endorsed or approved or passed as the regional council here is the memorial lecture, just as Parliament passed one on the 23rd of March. Now remember that 23rd of March is Jacob Olanya's birthday. Olanya died on the 19th in the United States, but 20th time, according to what we had yesterday, the daughter Cheng tell us. So from that time, there were just about 2 days to his birthday, and so now that day will be a day for a memorial lecture for him. Now let's have one more interview here with with another leader, and you are very welcome, and you will do the interview with my sister here, Jackie Achero.
Well, for matter Jagenda and Ladit speaker me nebi districts ajolo yen ko defon yenene. Ti me chwe twin total ni wati kan pikumu pe me yom twin ento kiri wati kumu amiata jolo na na for berke do.
For jol peri, yes.
Ladit iromuti atwanyi
Aniga Julongo Ngan Kizito, at a councillor representing Nyaravura Ngal Town Council and the Speaker of the District Council. Yes.
Ladira Romo Tiatewa ki kama yene ki yene ki nebi. No madano tika work ki yene chakema la dir lobo bino waro ka wajone bot Uganda ni kom won wadong pere ni ando piare medo mader imwarani ni. Jo kama yene ki yene. Giti ni ning, giti ka timungo, giti ka wajuningo. Wera nyuli me Uganda nge.
Pe
I district mamegi chalo nebe.
Pe lem to pa jadit moi. Dano min nebi giti e kuchwer chwin madit. Nebi tie part of the West Nile. Olanya, Honorable Jacob Olanya, utie jatela moi itenge pa NRM as the vice chairperson Northern Region and the Speaker of the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda. Waneno nia ebe dano ma ebe katelo maleng man etie dano ma kwiri man dano ma edikre ko dano itkare memo ditela eshako aduogi patela pare chako at the time wanwange chido ibotwa nebi irombo ko dano me West Nile ni wecho koge man nyang lemba ngoma mukene mutie madano gero muketi bon government.
Now ladir plan utini ngo tutwale dano magaya ki nebi malupe ki lok meto kita don ko beri ladir otago o weje maduinge so won chalo lo don me district me nebi plan utini ngo
waneno ni amako chalo jutela watie ko jowangwa mukende magitie I parliament. We have jutela I tengepa local government umako pinchi chekema Honorable Jacob Olanya beka tiemo man program chi cheke meketu mako jolop toke wekara ngoni pinye no gitemere. Yes.
Now ngo matien okelo wudung kan ka obidok ilo ngo nyo bi weke walo ngo tutwale ki sub region me
West Nile. Bino ni neno nia waneno I pare mako kadi vutwa mano mako adikra ko dano me acholi karashielo chalo ni bedo nyikwayo pa bedo dano pa luo mako adikra karashielo ni neno nia wayiko lanya karashielo mano wabidu wako report ni dano moe pacho ni nyutu igenea ya lembe cheke kata kai maber.
Ngomo kene ko mayini romo wajene bota nyole me Uganda tutwale kitamira wako kede ke neno wafunyi maduong tutwal kito paladit ngoma ini romo wajone bota nyole me Uganda nyowilo bolong aman kwa lok me be kir nyobere mabe kidano
ni anyole me Uganda umakwa bed ni gina shell kumlempa to etimere wang'eyo ni wadaro rwinyo jawang'wa ma pire tek en ke jotela gibino gichiedho omaka su dikre mwa bed malo jotela matong' magitie i level matong' mak wane ni ang'oni yo wa promoting gin man wabed kushwake komgi wekar ang'oni ginde gichiedh malo kaleo kaka jadin mwa Olanya.
Dano mokejo ladiet dakika achiel dano mokejo gubedo kikejo madiet madongo gubedo kanywano loko kemping makwako loko mto pa the late iwajo ni ng'o borgi wek pe okel te leken dano
gin ma wacho igitie ni gibed kudikre man dano kodi ubekani nyuto le matong' ma ginwang'o ni lembe cha eromo kani kelo lembe kindane bedo leng'ongo mak wadikra nyatin mwa wadaro kani rwinye mak wanene wadikra wayikede maber en ketho en bino en waweko lembe chege chieng' Mungu kom Olanya bedo dhano machunye thuolo matelo wi dhano momaro dhano man ebedo go program mabecho pi wa Northern Uganda.
Afoyo, acheka.
Afoyo.
Well, our dear viewers, that has been the Speaker of Nebbi District and stating it clearly that we all need to unite, just as the late used to preach. We need to unite so we can accomplish what he left on earth. And basically, that is, in summary, what I can say in English.
Thank you, Jackie. Have you interpreted to us what he said briefly in about a minute?
Sorry?
Have you told us what he said briefly in about a minute? Is that what you said?
He was just talking about unity, and especially the people who, from the 20th of March, were not in, they were not coping up with the death.
Okay.
And they kept on preaching the gospel of violence and division. Okay. That's what I was asking him. And he stated very clearly to them that they need to stop that. Instead, they need to come together, they need to unite, so that we send him off tomorrow decently.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Jackie Achiro, and of course, all of you watching UBC TV this morning. It is 20 minutes after 10 o'clock this morning. We just want to let you know that it's now forming, and we will take a break as the council also forms. And when we will return with the council already forming and, of course, getting into that business just right there. My name is Jagenda Semakola Ziksoka with my colleague here, Jackie Achiro. We'll take a break and wait for the council to form and return very shortly. We'll come back.
Pick of the day on UBC. Brought to you by
Just use MTN to make calls, send SMS, load airtime, buy bundles, or pay for MTN subscription services.
Everywhere you go, MTN. Real estate experts Viola and Barbara bring you the Property Hour.
What space do I need to be in order to know more about real estate and construction in Uganda?
Well, it is right here at the Property Hour. It is the only space that fills the information gap between the real estate and construction stakeholders and the marketplace.
Yes, we are talking about the hottest commodity we have in real estate, property that brings you income. What do they consider, especially when they are coming up with such property?
We tried as much as possible to make it a green hotel. Recreational areas, a tennis court, one of the best pools, Infinity Pool, if you look at the design.
As far as property trends are concerned, the colors.
This show is informative, inclusive, and up-to-date. Proudly powered by HK Properties, Uganda. Every Saturday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. on UBC TV.
Every marriage has 100% chances of succeeding. You know why? Because God created marriage, and God never creates failure, and God never designs anything to fail. Every marriage has 100% chances of succeeding. Is your marriage struggling and you're wondering whether it will ever succeed, whether you will ever make it, whether it's even worth holding on to? You got to tune into Unlocking Marital Bliss, because right here we provide the keys to unlock the bliss in your marriage, and you will be able to succeed. We've had testimonies, and lives are changing day by day.
Marriage must be a discipline. It must not be handled like a casual thing.
As women, when we have the outward expression, even our form of respect is tied to the outward things that you do.
Some women now have working class. They don't know how to handle their husbands because the marriage has become like question and answer marriage. Do you have any tea? Don't you have hands to prepare it? Why have you come back late? Did I take your blanket? It's question and answer marriage.
Not any other place, but every Sunday, 3 p.m., right here at UBC, with the one and only Cyrus Rod, not any other.
Unlocking Marital Bliss.
Giver of life, Alpha without Omega. I am Africa.
Hail to Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, a land with the world's most beautiful, captivating features. Hills, mountains, and valleys, the enigmatic animal species in the wild. A land where Africa is condensed into one small country with authentic endowments of nature and perfect safari. Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, is without the crowds with abundant primates, wildlife and stunning scenery. Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, takes you beyond the guidebooks, the known features, and gives you the insights unmatched. Keep it UBC TV, where we inspire Uganda with authentic beauty and nature of our motherland. Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. Discover the fountain.
The stage is a world of entertainment. Get the latest entertainment, lifestyle, events and activities. Chats with celebrities that make headlines.
It's your girl Zari, Mama Tifa. I'm in town, I'm in Uganda.
It's showbiz. Join me, Mary. I intend to connect you to a lot of fun. Cause I know you want it, you love it, you enjoy it. All on Powerful Level Magazine, reloaded for you right here on UBC. Don't miss out every Saturday, 12 p.m.
Man, what's a weekend without entertainment? To be boring, right?
It would be a weekend without a vibe. There has to be a vibe. And what better vibe than
Horizon Vibe?
Hey, let's go! Everybody, let's go! Everybody, let's go! Come on now, give it to me. Hey!
True story, man. From the crew to the vibers, we bring you nothing but good vibes.
It's hard to get a payday in my state. We all trying to save face in the day. There's always a day letting
From celebrity interviews.
The song Bikwasagwa I did with Shina Skies, I mean, that was a prayer to me.
Video premieres.
It's okay. You and you
Turn-up sessions.
And if you're licking a fighty, I saw me to look. Gelato honey, oh baby, sumoyo di. Baby, kona. Waka when you enter Malicha.
Exclusives and so much more on your #1 TV show.
Yo, this is not the usual music. A horizon vibe.
Bringing you nothing but freshness. There is no vibe like
Gambabu Gambi tree. And you mirror Ruga when you come.
Praise the Lord so much. This Sunday, we are coming on UBC with the good news of the gospel. Don't miss our program from 6:30 to 7 p.m. every Sunday on UBC, the national broadcaster, inspiring Uganda with the gospel of the good news of Jesus Christ. I'm talking about the Word of God and the potential that is in the Word of God. I'll pray for the sick, I'll show you a powerful testimony, and God is going to do us.
Most people never notice that all them want and need.
This special day, a legend comes on your national TV. When you think of legends, you can't figure out DJ Dan Starboy, the reggae and dancehall ambassador.
Pound the yard. I love you, woman, I love you. Yeah, you have your own style. I got to love you, you know me love you. Yeah.
Get certified of 99 greatest hits on UBC TV every Friday, 11 p.m.
Rasta no me to fight, Rasta me live to love the people. Rasta no me to fight every time. One love you. Licky, lover, so.
Oh yeah, oh yes. Them just a rock and come and just a skank in the dance. Everyone.